Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. Btbtv. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. Btbtv. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like holotos. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's above the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie, curtain closed. Yeah, Btbtv. It's the movement, man. Yo, Born. Yo, Born, let's get him. Let's get him. Kaz, we up in.
Peace to the 5% nation of gods and nerfs. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King, New Jersey's Btbtv. We bully the bullies. We in the blood or crip. We doing our own thing. Btbtv just started his own game like nigga. What? Yo, we here, man. About to get into this Wack 100 Cadillactah, Irv Gotti 50 Cent drama. Let's go, yo. We'll share this real quick. First, see how Wack 100 keep coming out the game. Yo, this is Getty TV. Salute to Getty.
Access the caddy in so many words. Anyway, subscribe.
Read. Yeah, I'm still confused about Cadillactah. I was thinking about that the other day when I was driving. I'm telling bro, yo, fuck this nigga, Caddy. Nigga called you this, that. I'm calling that nigga your homie. Fuck that nigga. That nigga mad at me about that. Like, he mad at me for riding with him. That was confusing. I still ain't figured that one out. But Reek,
on that one, right?
Bro, you feel me? It ain't like
can I play devil's advocate on that?
Yeah, because I'm like, bro, it ain't like I'm saying, yo, Caddy, what did you do? I'm saying I don't give a fuck if you snaked him, lined him up, did it, didn't. If that nigga ain't gonna clean it up and let niggas know he was wrong with what he said, like he said what he said, fuck, I don't give a Caddy, I don't give a fuck if you did try to set him up. Fuck that nigga, I'm with you. Nigga, I caught the short end of the stick. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm confused, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Look, you in the fight getting jumped. I'll pull up, jump out, and start helping you. You turn and start fighting me.
Yeah, that one in a relationship when you gotta stay out of people's relationship.
Look, Wack, Blood, you just did this shit with me and Crook the other day. I went to go, I helped the nigga came back And
Oh, yeah.
Right.
got off on me.
Right. The nigga went and
Nigga
helped.
like, nigga, what I do but help you, nigga?
Yeah, you right. And the nigga said it. He said, nigga, I went over there, me and Beats, and flamed Ion up behind you. Yeah, I heard you did that. I said, well, Crook, why would you be asking Bumpy? Is he
So are we
good at this?
good?
Hey,
Are
Bumpy,
we good?
good?
What the
And
fuck
who
are
was
they
that
talking
one to
about?
play devil's advocate? Yeah, I definitely want to hear this because I am fucking
And then he
confused
threw my
right
name in there
now.
like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this guy's crazy as fuck.
I'm confused. Yo, what?
Hey,
That
but
was-
Wack,
that-
that's what we
that
used
was-
to call ego tripping.
That was
Who was that?
456, bro.
That's
Thanks, bro. I
true.
appreciate
Go
it.
ahead. I want, yeah,
So,
4-5. Because I'm confused,
So
bro.
all I want to say is, you know, the Brody did say, you know what I mean, let's talk about it off the net. Like Brody didn't want to talk about it on the
It's
net. You know what
on
I'm saying?
the
Keep
net.
on going. I understand that, Wack. I understand that. But how you, and I'm not saying you wrong or nothing, because I feel you. I feel where you coming from, but
Yo,
bro, don't take that shit. Bro, don't take that shit jokey. That shit ain't life for him, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to put him in a different light. I'm all right.
So let me ask you this, right?
Hold on, what different light? Listen, it sounded to me like, I'm gonna be real.
I'm New York and I'm back.
And I say this and I know it. It sounded to me like it's a fear factor involved when it comes to Irv Gotti.
Nah, it really shouldn't be because they were saying.
Don't be real, bro. It sounded to me like niggas scared to, because it's Irv, and I know Irv. Like, I'm like, okay, that's what you want. That's cool. But I come from a world where it been two gorillas, nigga. It's just the best man
fuck
gonna
me,
win.
then it's fuck you.
Yeah.
Nah, 100%. I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
That's what
But when
like.
when
This-
Nori
look.
brought up Cadillactah name,
It did. Irv still didn't clear it. He didn't clear it, my nigga. He said that's a real situation, but we ain't gonna holler. He didn't say non-defensive caddy, you know, it didn't go that way. That nigga said, nope, that's a real situation. We ain't gonna speak about it right now. So I'm telling the homie, I'm like, bro, this ain't your homie. Yeah, Wack, you heard the homie got to get that big bag, that deal. What's that? He's selling his catalog. And every time he was saying, I'd be scratching my head. I'm like, well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Then Reek, that's why him and Reek was confusing. 4, 5, 6. When I see him and Reek the next day on this, I'm going to tell you how I looked at it. I looked at it that like Caddy was trying to take a shot at me, bro. And I still didn't flame his ass up. Because you know what it is with Reek. Then you go off the app 2, 3 days. Then you pop up in the room and don't say nothing. He don't speak to nobody. Then I seen him pop up in Sleepers first, and he don't never. See, human behavior is a motherfucker. When a nigga's watching you and know your movement, and you start moving without outside that movement, right? You gotta watch that individual, bro. So I seen him in Sleepers. I'm like, damn, Caddy don't never. Ain't no problem with him being Sleepers. That's a little different. He ain't been to the morning show. Then he came through the room. He didn't speak to nobody. Next thing I know, he on the IG live with Reek. So all right, fuck it. This how we playing. Let's play the game. I go in on the live. Now watch this. 4, 5, 6. Reek has the option to accept or leave me out of the IG live. He pulled me right in. I said, I'm confused, bro. You on the IG live with Reek, and all the information I just had the other day came from Reek. So I'm confused.
Who got that audio? That shit was
Reek, did you not give me all the information? Yeah. Okay, Reek, you gave me all the information. So, Caddy, you don't come fuck with the home room.
Yeah, I interview
but then you on here with a nigga we ain't fucking with. So I'm taking it like you doing this with Reek was a shot at.
Like 6 months
so
ago.
let me take a shot at you. You looking like a bozo because the nigga that gave me the information on you and Ashanti, is this nigga right here. Reek, am I lying? Nah, he ain't lying. So what I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Nah, 100%. I get it. All I'm gonna say is, Brody didn't want to talk about it right then and there. But if a nigga told me,
why you talking about it on the IG live with Reek?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. If a nigga told me I'm a snake and all that shit, I can't greet him like we cool. I just me personally.
Why is you on the IG live talking about it with Reek? Well, nah, Wack, we was going on what Ja Rule said about the book. We can't go on what Ja Rule said about the book because when Nori in front of Ja Rule asked Irv Gotti on the side of Ja Rule had nothing to say to defend Cadillactah's name.
Hey, yo, I was just about to say Nori. I was just about to say when Nori mentioned Cadillactah, the faces on fucking Irv and Ja was like, whoa, like why you even bringing this nigga name up?
No, Irv wasn't giving a fuck. Ja laid the seat back. Irv ain't giving a fuck. See, I know the Irv nigga. Irv said what he said. Nigga, you's a snake. You tried to line me up. Boom, 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 bam. Right? He gonna stand on it. I'm gonna tell you why he gonna stand on it. Irv had to hear something before he put it in his mind to say what he said in the open to the world.
Word.
Now, let's talk about it. We see Murderinc reunions. We see shit going on. I don't never see no Cadillactah. Ja Rule versus with Fat Joe. I see, Irv Gotti brother. I don't see Cadillactah. I see a Shawnee on there. Ja Rule. I don't see Cadillactah. So I gotta say, they ain't fucking with Cadillactah.
That's like I think that'd be an accurate assumption.
But if they showing that type of behavior,
that's like Puffy doing a Bad Boy reunion, and there's no fake evidence.
Yep,
you're going to see face. I don't give a fuck. You gonna see him
and Stevie.
You gonna see Lil Kim.
Yeah, and he the one who feel like Ashanti left him hanging on the Fed came, and you still see them around.
Exactly right. So now I'm like, I'm saying is, nigga, like, yo, Wack, but this is not top secret. Nigga, it's on the internet. The nigga just talked about it in 2022. I didn't motherfucking rebirth it. Todd, go on there and say Nora used a bitch ass nigga for bringing that up. I can respect it. Don't get mad at Wack for saying I'm riding with you.
Hey, Wack, do you believe that he knew that nigga felt that way about him, though?
He knew who?
He knew.
Hell yeah, he know Irv can't, bro. It's a clip that's 8-9 years old, bro. That he ain't just heard about that on Drink Champs. Drink Champs is bringing it up because of what Irv said 8 years ago.
But Caddy talked about it on Queen's Flip Couch stuff.
So he got a big stage like your platform. Why the fuck he just didn't clear that shit out right there and tell that nigga he gonna have to, it's whatever. Fuck.
That's what I don't understand. He talked about it already.
Why you get mad at me for saying? So this what I'm saying, Newski. Look, this what I'm saying. I'm saying, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you tried to set him up a dick. Nigga, I'm with you. Fuck that nigga. The nigga get mad at me.
Because you probably exposed me. He was probably trying to bring something to you.
It's already on.
But he's about to talk about it with Reek.
Wait, hold on. Bring something. Wait, what, bro?
He's about to talk about it with Reek.
It's already there, bro.
The nigga Prodigy did a whole. This man, there's a lot that go into that shit. But they didn't already talked about it. Like I said, he was already on Queen's Flip Couch talked about it. Caddy could have just said that, bro. Bro, Caddy could have said that right here.
Wack, did you want me to play it?
You can play it.
Right.
Lined him up. He was gonna sit there and be like, "Yeah, we gonna clear your neck, nigga. You the one sent me the information, nigga. You wasn't gonna tell him."
You see when he said he tagged Irv and Ja Rule, he wanted it to be some shit.
But why didn't Caddy just use the floor to make the content and flip the shit on Irv in there? He said bogus.
That nigga spooky wookie,
But
that Irv nigga.
that was my
So
whole
now,
question.
Irv,
We
so
could
now
have flipped it
Irv
on
Gotti
him.
is
We could
fucking.
held that shit
What's the
down over
nigga
here.
from Houston? What's the nigga name?
Jay
Now
Prince.
Irv Gotti is Jay Prince.
Man.
Oh,
I don't know, man. You know, I wasn't giving a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of these stories, none of these Iron Man stories.
We got our own stories.
I understand the motherfucking human body anatomy. Arteries, flesh, bones, veins, organs. Fuck who you is, nigga. Who you think you is. If I can attack them first before you attack mine, you gonna fall, nigga. And that's all I'm living on, and that's all I'm gonna stand on. I don't give a fuck about what all these stories is. That's cool.
Everybody drops the same way.
That's it. That's cool. And I'm gonna try you for sure.
100%.
What you think I ain't gonna do, he ain't gonna do it. Wack gonna do it. Especially when we playing that game. Shit. Boy. He thought you an internet nigga? Wack 100 is absolutely an internet nigga.
Definitely Wack 100 is.
Yo,
I keep telling y'all how y'all beat a nigga. It's just tell the truth. The truth fucking nigga up. Wack 100 is definitely an internet nigga. That's an internet name.
Yo, Wack. I think we need to reopen up a story that we had back in the day that we took the lightly on because Caddy said to take it lightly then.
Which one? Y'all no, we know what Reek told me, and I didn't know it. He said Wack. I didn't understand it because Reek said that y'all ran a room on a nigga in Trolls.
Yeah, and then remember the other one too about some
Which one?
Some paperwork.
No, I wasn't. Paperwork on who?
No, not him. But remember the one that was in the video with him.
Oh, that was Bullets. Gotti had that shit. Bullet. That was all Bullets had.
Yo, now let's hear what Irv Gotti got to say about Cadillactah, right?
Cadillactah's a little bitch. How you up on the West Coast, nigga, and you from the East Coast? I was in this room laughing.
Oh, check this out. Listen to this shit. Let's see. Hold up.
Man, it's your boy Captain Keith. Time it is. I for the low now.
And now look, Wack 100 is going in on Cadillactah, right?
Cadillactah. He read Prodigy book. He knew the back door was open. He knew somebody let 50 Cent and the goons know when they was at the radio station in Hot 97 and they got blickied up and they got stabbed and there was fights and it was going crazy in the radio station. He knew it was a back door somehow. He even said it to himself to Noriega. Bro, I was trying to figure out for so long. How did they know? How did they know where we was? How did they know we was at the radio station? Well, according to the book that Prodigy wrote before he died, the back door got let open by Cadillactah. Cadillactah really wanted to be G-Unit. He never wanted to be a part of it. He wanted to ride with the G-Unit. He wanted to wear them Reeboks. He wanted to be down with the team. He wanted to do ride in the bulletproof Humvee. He wanted to get close to gang. You know, they say Cadillactah a little salty on the other side, but you heard it here first from your boy Captain Keith. Irv Gotti said you can come on the tour, but you ain't rocking the film.
Yeah, that shit crazy, right?
Hell yeah, this nigga Caddy is like a chameleon, you know.
Listen to this shit, yo. Let's see about Verify. Hold up. Wack 100 the gang claimed they wrote 50 Cent song "What Up Gangsta." Hold up. You.
Today we're gonna be talking about Wack 100, the game, and 50 Cent conversation. And Wack 100 claimed that wrote the G Unit 2003 track "What Up Gangster." So 50 Cent has responded to those claims about the "What Up Gangster" song. He was at the Breakfast Club a day or two ago. The game said that he wrote "What Up Gangster" And 50 Cent said,
everybody knows
come
this.
on,
I
bro,
don't know why
you
they trying to
weren't
change
even
the narrative.
around when I wrote that. That was before you even came into the picture. That was Get Rich or Die Trying. We didn't even know you
That's what I'm
at
saying.
that point. He also discussed the recently leaked song reference track he did for the game called Higher. So I'm gonna play the clip of the Clubhouse with the game and Wack 100, and then after that I'm gonna play the 50 Cent responding to those claims. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think wrote the What Up Gangster song? Was it 50 Cent? Was it the game? So with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's cash that in.
50 wrote what you heard him write, what you heard him say on the record. Like, I don't understand what your question is. Like, when you heard 50 rap on the documentary, that's what he wrote. Nigga, obviously, that nigga didn't write shit for me. Who you niggas know I wrote 300 bars, nigga.
Right.
Was 50 there?
Killed them niggas.
I got a question.
Hey, hold on, wait. Look, I'm gonna speak on something you don't never speak on. What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangster? Who you think wrote that? I'm gonna leave it alone. Stop playing. Yeah, he just don't be speaking. Bro just don't be beating his chest, bro. He likes a lot of shit. He can beat his chest.
All the shit that.
Oh, okay, I get it. This nigga Wack is retarded.
On Aftermath, from Dr. Dre records to being in there with,
Wack is retarded.
you know, on the G Unit albums and being in there, right? You know, at the tail, like the middle tail end of Get Rich or Die Trying. I ain't never said like, yo, I wrote this certain song. I don't give a fuck about that, my nigga. Like if it's about writing shit and staying, you know, I'm staying on point with your pen, nigga. It been 20 years, my nigga, and it's certain niggas that was, you know, back then that, you know, I was rapping with G Unit, the crew. Like, nigga, I'm here right now.
Yeah, usually after he got that, after he got all that feedback,
right now.
from
That's
the
a fact.
I
I came out in 2003, nigga.
They didn't do the same thing I did.
Damn. You talk about writing. Did you only write for G Unit artists? Because yesterday I saw a reference track for Higher leaked.
Yeah.
And is you doing Higher?
I did. What's the name?
6 songs on that album, right?
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows that.
Yeah, and I did on what's the name? I did Paradise for LL.
Fair use.
Oh wow. Okay.
MR.E.
Yeah, I wrote that, and then Charmaine did the reference vocals, and then from Tony Polk, because it was a familiar loop, they needed to have the chorus on that. So, you know, our track masters used to do all of the joints over. So to pitch that to LL, you got to have a full picture for him to see it when he come in, or he not gonna understand why he's doing that loop again. You know what I'm saying? And we did that. Then a few other pieces. I did for Next. For Next, I did
the R&B group.
Yeah.
What song was that?
I forgot which one of the joints, but I got a plaque for that. I did for Next, and I did
He got a whole plaque for that.
But
What did you write for Puff?
Well, he ain't do it.
What song did you write for Puff?
The Not Guilty and a Filthy. Come on.
Now, take this money, take this money. Oh, the G-Dep joint.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a big plaque for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you. Yale said that you were supposed to sign
The Game Higher.
Yeah.
You wrote 6 songs off that album. Higher, This Is
I
How We Do.
would automatically think
Hated
This
to Love
Is
It.
How We Do, but his verse was on that. So when you see the writing credits, you think it's his verse.
Yeah.
Or Hated to Love It, you see the writing
Hated to
credits, you
Love
think it's his
It.
verse.
Yeah.
What else?
They say all kind of stuff about, like, he said he wrote What Up Gangsta.
What Up Gangsta, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. He wasn't even around when we did that. Like, that was before you even came into the picture. Like, that's Get Rich or Die Trying. He didn't even
come into after that.
Yeah, we didn't even know who he was till after. But there's a point where desperation where you say anything. Like, this is how to rob me and how to rob.
Yeah.
Columbia, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm like, yo, because after Big and the Tupac thing, artists was kind of staying away from saying every Btbtv sets the minimum. That's Nas about Jay-Z in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So that it was all subliminal.
Let me see.
See how calmly 50 Cent's explaining it? Because he's like, this nigga Wack is retarded.
The day after Green Eye's birthday party, I contacted a hot producer named Seven to get beats for Balls and Hooks and myself. Seven had well-known hits with Ja Rule and Ashanti. He told me to meet him at the Crack House, a studio owned by Irv Gotti and Ja Rule. When I arrived, I saw Irv Gotti and a couple of his Murderinc artists, Cadillactah and Black Child. I knew Irv Gotti from seeing him at industry functions, but we were never cool. But I knew his R&B singer Ashanti and her mother Tina very well from my grandmother's dance school. When Ashanti was 16 or 17, her mother gave me a copy of Ashanti's demo and wanted me to sign her. She sounded amazing, but I wasn't mentally ready to do the label thing. A couple of years later, Irv Gotti and Ja Rule signed her and blew her up. Irv brought me into the studio, where Seven played me some beats. I got a call from E-Money Bags, so I went into the hallway to talk to him. When I told Bags that I was at Irv's studio, he said, "Tell that nigga Irv that E-Money Bags said what up. He know me." I told Irv, and his face instantly changed, like he was nervous all of a sudden. What's that about? I wondered. I made a copy of one of Seven's beats and bounced back to the Music Palace studio to meet Bars and Hooks, Green Eyes, and Steve Solar. Late that night, Green Eyes said he needed to talk. He complimented me on Infamous Records and told me to stop hanging out with Bags. He didn't tell me why or by who. He just said to stay away because Bags was about to be hit. Bags was hype about getting his Navigator. "Come with me to the dealership in Long Island," he said at the studio one afternoon, just after Green Eyes told me to stop hanging with him. "They're giving out good deals for luxury cars." We hopped on the Long Island Expressway and headed to Champion Motors. On the way, Bags broke down the whole story about the connection between Irv Gotti, Ja Rule, and Supreme. Bags told me Irv was a neighborhood DJ at park jams and block parties back in the day, and Irv and Ja were just two studio gangsters. Irv Gotti and Ja Rule, they were the herbs in the hood, and now Supreme's got them under his wing, Bags said. We pulled into the dealership. Bags ordered a silver Navigator with gray leather interior, TV, and a Sony PlayStation. In his Navigator the next day, Bags passed me his pager and told me to look at the message. It was from Ja Rule's label mate, Cadillactah. "They're over here right now, come get them." Cadillac was referring to Ja and Irv. "You see that, right?" Bags turned to me and said, "Their own man lined them up for me. We just robbed them niggas for their chains."
You heard that, right? You heard me? Yo, you heard that, right?
Yep. Crazy.
Yo, these guys, they see that's why Irv Gotti think the job that Cadillactah had to do with it from that shit right there. Yo, hold up. There go 50 on Irv Gotti real quick, yo. Let's see. 50
smell the pussy off these niggas, man. I'm like, you know, I know they're playing a character, but they fed into their character a little bit too much. This whole Murderinc shit.
And leap into a world filled with all your favorite casino games. Sign up.
Okay, guys, so peep this. Murderinc co-founder Irv Gotti recently sat down for a video interview with Hot 1079's Be High, where he made some interesting revelations regarding his longtime foe, 50 Cent. At one point during the conversation, Gotti admitted he used to block 50 from landing record deals. He claimed he was the hottest thing around at the time, so he had the power to influence labels to essentially blackball the get-rich-or-die-trying legend. Ultimately, it led 50 to sign with Dr. Dre and Eminem, something Gotti called a dream situation.
I blocked it till he fell into M and Dre's lap. Damn! Are you serious? Yeah, labels would call me, and I was so hot with, I was just the hottest thing. So I'd be like, yo, if you fuck with him, I ain't fucking with you. And they be like, we ain't fucking with him, man, Gotti, forget it. I should have let some of the bullshit labels or not bullshit labels.
What happened to
with M and Dre behind them?
Competitive spirit.
He had a deal with Sony before. He, wasn't moving like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll block that into a dream situation. I couldn't.
God's playing. I hate to say it, it's God's playing.
It is. That's all God's plans. It's God's plans for this, for whatever's happening now and everything like that. But you asked me if I could go back in the future and tell, I'd have said, yo, play it right.
Naturally, 50 has something to say about Gotti's comments. On Friday, September 11th, the Power Mogul shared a clip of the Gotti interview to his Instagram account and told his 26.1 million followers, "Not everybody knows why I act the way I act. These suckers be out here working against you instead of working on their own. Now look at them, all f***ed up." Gotti and 50 have routinely gone at it on social media for the past several years. In May, 50 reminded Gotti he still owed Black Mafia family kingpin Southwest T and his brother Big Meech some money as news of their impending prison release started making the rounds.
Yo.
50's a cold individual. Yo. He's like, yo, pay them niggas their money.
Hold up. What's this? This pretty
pay them niggas their money, hey baby. Pay them niggas their money.
Blow finally shit, yo.
Chris Gotti's a stand-up nigga. From what I heard from him, his interviews and shit.
Yo, here we go.
What caused more drama, How to Rob or Holy Quran?
How to Rob did, really.
Okay.
You know, it's the Quran, look, and they just, the documentary thing came out. And I don't care nothing about that, because I know Nas, the connection to that is there was God body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is his thing. Other than that, there's nothing else there. You know what I mean? And you look and I go, well, what is when they put the Quran, they mention how many times that their name were in records in the documentary. And it was cool every time that their name was in records, but they was upset with the version that I did.
Oh, you talking about the Supreme Team doc?
Yeah, because they went through 10 different.
Now, for people that don't know what the Holy Quran is you talked about a lot of the hustlers in Queens.
Yeah, the neighborhood.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, but you know DJs would get beat up for playing the record. Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, all day. Like if you played it, DJs would
Yeah,
get beat up. Like they would call and be
Damn.
like, "Don't play that record." Yeah, that's how crazy it was back then.
And they wouldn't say nothing to me though. They go, nah, you know, like when I seen him, he didn't say nothing. He didn't have a problem with the record. Then he had a problem later when law enforcement started to hold on to the record. And they're not holding the record because of what I said on it. Because they already got a separate homicide that you're sitting in here on. They already got your tapes and the dope that you got caught with in Baltimore. So what they're really holding you to is the fact that I didn't say nothing when I got hit. So they're saying he's associated to this thing with this kid, and this is why they keep bringing that into this actual case.
That's
Remember all
not
the
a salute.
you snitch, you this is now. That's the worst thing you can be in the environment that I come up in, right?
You see?
Where the snitch at in the documentary?
Putting a snitch jacket on a nigga.
I'm not in that case.
Yeah.
So there's no snitch there,
right?
There's nothing about nothing. All he says is he know me.
I noticed
he know
the raps
what,
always like to
what
say
that
niggas
was about.
rap.
And what that was about was he got an idea, and it ain't the same idea I got. Mine's work, obviously. Do you understand what I'm saying? He like his idea is, yo, leave them alone. They are food. Cause he eating off them. Like when the feds are saying, yo, wow, he's saying, yo, we beat the feds. You never beat nothing. You wasn't involved in nothing. They really washed you up to make sure that they got him, so you couldn't help him
financially.
Yeah, they only put you in the case to eat you. He'll tell you he was $2 million in the hole in the thing.
I think I heard that. He said that on Drink Champ.
Yeah. So while you $2 million in the hole is to make sure you can't help him. He went to trial with illegal aid. They never had a hung jury, no nothing. These words out of his mouth. You see what I'm saying? When I go see Biz, I go see Cat in Clinton. Cat go, yeah, he fucked that up. He go, I don't understand. He was supposed to have both. Why he choose?
It's because these niggas.
You see what I'm saying? Like y'all from it. Like you from it. That's automatic. And you go, I understand that these kids are trying to make death row.
That's what got Supreme.
This is Cat saying they're trying to make death row. That's what they're trying to do with this, with that. But why would you go against that to do that? When you know I have the resilience to go against anybody. Like there's nobody that's too ill. Those are the guys that you would choose not to go against at that point. It's in the environment they got, and it's not him individually, because everybody's greater in their absence than they are in their presence. His aura is stronger than he is. You ask him about the.
Yo, check out. Yo, now we're gonna go back to how the beef started, right? We go back to how the beef started. We're gonna watch this shit. We're gonna dissect it. You gonna dissect it with me, bruh. This is fair use right here.
In the 20 years since Kool Moe Dee and Busy B, the competitive landscape has changed.
Yeah, you bringing back the old school beef DVD. Okay.
MCs along the way. Today, hip-hop is facing a new generation of MCs. A generation of MCs that might not know where music ends and the streets begin. A generation raised on beef.
What is you guys doing?
50 Cent embodies the new battle MC, a drug dealer from the streets of Queens who made his name and built his fame by beefing with other artists. But as recently as 1999, 50 Cent was just one of thousands of young MCs trying to beat the odds.
My favorite friend and my favorite rapper in the whole world, drop his album, please. Thank you.
Being a new kid, brand new, nobody don't know nobody. How do you get in all at one time? You make everybody that you feel like is somebody. Go.
Since hip-hop started, an up-and-coming MC could attack an established artist to get in the game. But 50 Cent's How to Rob marked a new phenomenon, an MC dissing dozens of artists who took his threats seriously and his disses personally.
I don't give a fuck today about that because I'm facing those same situations in my hood all day. So if you got a problem and they want to go the other route with it, it's the same deal. You know, because it's that or go back to the hood, and that's all that's waiting for you.
What nigga just sold? Like 4 milli? Got something to live for. Don't want a nigga putting four through that Bentley coupe dope.
I ran in the Jay Summer Jam.
So they're backstage, and Jay was like,
Yo, I don't like that record you got. I love that record you got.
the song was hot. 50 was like, you know, good looking. He's like, but you know, I gotta get you.
I'm like, all right, you know, do what you do. I didn't know he meant right then. He go on stage. That's the first time I ever seen 30,000 people. He said, I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?
I'm about dollars. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?
I didn't even know 30,000 people knew who 50 Cent was. I should send him a bottle of champagne for that.
In April 2000, 50 Cent was shot 9 times with
Jay-Z
a
blew him up.
handgun as he left his grandmother's house in Queens.
This gun's still going on. You jumping around in the back seat of the fucking car and shit. You don't know whether you gonna get up out this bitch or not, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you in the rearview mirror looking at you. You got a hole in your face. You don't know if you gonna hit that bullet. It's gonna kill you. Still, when it might not kill you right now while you're on your way to the hospital, but you don't know if it can be removed without killing you. And getting shot changed me a lot. I don't care about shit no more. Well, you can say I'm worse, because I really don't give a fuck. Now it's more like I know that I'm not in control of everything. You know, if you believe in God, you believe God got a plan for you, and that you're not in control over that plan.
Armed with his fatalistic attitude, 50 Cent set his sights on his greatest challenge.
We went down with that cat 50 Cent. We went down with that. Who? That cat 50 Cent. Who?
I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what you're talking about.
From adjacent neighborhoods in Queens, The beef between 50 Cent and Ja Rule started in the streets in 1999.
A friend of mine's robbed Ja Rule. And I'm in a club. He see me kicking it with the nigga that robbed him. And he feel like, oh shit, I shouldn't speak to this dude because I know the kid robbed him. But I know this kid, I grew up with him.
Next, words are exchanged and blows thrown as the two square off in Atlanta. And from there, things turned ugly.
So yo, 50, what's the definition of a wankster, man? I mean, what is that?
Ja Rule, Irv Gotti. I'll tell you personally, the Murderinc, the people that you see like Irv, Ja, the people that are involved in the business aspect are bitches. Like these niggas don't got no hood in them.
He's nobody. He's this person. Right. This person we're talking about, he's no one.
That's the whole wankster thing.
Some niggas ain't hustlers.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So when you got a nigga that's not a hustler, he becomes a buddy hustler. And what he does is he tries to eat off of other niggas' plates.
Okay.
Yo, that's crazy, right? Yo, Mac Mizzle.
Yo.
That's crazy, right?
Nah, that's facts.
No, 51 they ass.
It ain't crazy, it's facts. You know?
Yo, Murderinc. Set him up for that murder.
I get the whole Murderinc thing, you know, but you know. When you play gangster, there's a time you gotta play the role, right?
Yeah. 50, yo, where's that shit at?
And these niggas come back 20 years later, whacking in the game, acting like they had something to do with the whole genius.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like these niggas weren't even around when game came through. G-Unit was going down. I don't know. That's what I remember.
When gang came through, G-Unit was G-Unit, they were still hot. They were still the shit.
They were still hot. But the game, he didn't really add to it. That's what I think.
See what I'm saying? By mentioning names and saying things.
Come on, give me a kiss, you little faggot.
Wanting them to chant back. So that's why, when you say the name, I say who?
That nigga's a sweetheart for real.
I don't know him.
He's a fruit pop for real.
He sells like no record. He's not even came out yet. Bleeding is nothing. You make a nigga die breathing and you saying something.
Maybe I'm so disrespectful because to me you're a mystery. I know niggas from your hood, you have no history. Never broke nothing, never popped nothing.
Yeah. 50 made niggas go back to the hood. Start rapping the hood again.
You know what I mean? Straight up and down. It's murder for life. I'm from the good hood, from ghetto. I came straight to Murderinc, straight from my cell, from jail. People see me on the sideline and like, damn, Black been with murder for like 4 years. What's popping with Black? But now it's time for me, now that the beef is popping, it's time for me to smash them. But I'm not out for the big fame, jump out there just for the chains and jewels. And man, listen, my family got a house to take care of my family. Got something called health insurance now.
Nigga, fucking with it, though. I'll tip stretch out, sitting in the back. Nigga, yes, 730 entertainment.
Ja Rule responded to 50 Cent's disses. He left most of the work to the Murderinc camp.
Yo, them niggas, bro, they don't really want it, man. Cause I'm my boy Bimmy. Shout out to Bimmy Ben, my big bro, man.
Shout out to Bimmy, man.
What up?
Real Queens niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Fair use.
I don't know about the mob cats.
You know,
you was in the. I know that people were talking about you for a while because they were saying that you were so tight to Supreme, and you were also cool with 50. So how did that work? Because that
let me back up. Hold on, because y'all might start shooting.
Oh man! Hey, yo, Envy, you grew up in Queens, right? And you know how it is. You might have that side and this side, and you play ball. So you grew up with this dude playing ball. You know him, but your man been in prison forever. He comes home. Now he don't have a problem with this dude, but this dude look up to him because of us, because we always talked about him. He's our hero, so he's not his hero. But I grew up with you playing ball. I know you. I know your family. I know, we've been together in the streets. So I'm talking about Fifth now. Like Fifth, he was raised by my man Black Just, who I killed that time with Supreme. You know what I mean? In Queens. So
you said who got killed that time?
Yeah, Just
okay.
So 50 was raised by Just. When I first met 50, he was sticking up. And I said to Just, because we always watch out for the stick-up kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, police, stick-up kids, you gotta watch out for the two. So he was one of the two that we had to watch out for. I said, yo, he doing a lot of sticking up.
50?
Yeah, 50. He doing a lot of sticking up. So I'm looking at Just, I'm like, yo, why you with this dude? Because this dude, Ben, that's my little man. He good. Woo. So one day we in the projects, we standing down the project, 50 run past him with the gun out. Me and Just standing there, I'm looking at it, and he pulled Just, like, yo, I got more bullets. I need some more bullets. Let's shut them niggas over there. I'm like, oh, this nigga. I'm like, Just, come on, Just. This nigga hit our block up. You know what I mean? So after a while, we started going to 72 to the God Wisdom, to the gym, boxing, all that. And he was boxing. So Just, I put all his equipment, watch me train. We being there while he training, all that. You know what I'm saying? So we got all tight, all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Also, 50 used to box.
Yeah, he was
Golden Glove.
Yeah, Golden Glove.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's why he like that then.
Yeah.
Most niggas who can take care of themselves physically have a different kind of cockiness. I didn't know that.
No, he boxed.
All right, that explains a lot.
Yeah. So when Homeboy came home, we already tight. So now I'm not with Homeboy anymore. I'm not in the streets, nothing. I'm at Def Jam. I'm my life just whole 360. You know what I mean? Russell already gave me the rules. If I find out, I gotta fire you. So I'm like, ain't worry about that, bro. I ain't gonna let you down. You know what I mean? Change my life. So one thing led to another with him and Ja, whatever, had nothing to do with me. Me and him still good. You and him ain't good, and nothing to do with me. But all I can do, tell Homeboy privately, yo, bro, stay out of that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna be the one causing confusion. I don't like Queens on Queens crime. Because you know what I mean? Because we go to the same store. Where we go shop at? On the avenue. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna catch you on the avenue.
Big Avenue, so man, absolutely.
Everybody's going. Green Acres, Jamaica Avenue. So I'm gonna catch you. And it might be with my family, might be with your family, whatever, how it goes, gonna go. But I don't want that. So I try to avoid, you know what I'm saying? Somebody over across town, all right, nigga, let's get him. But nigga, not a nigga in the neighborhood.
So how did it play out when Fifth actually got hit up, when he got shot?
Well, after he got hit, I was in Hit Factory. He was in Sony down the hill. And I don't know why I went over there. Because Corey's the VP of Sony at the time. So I go down there, go down the hill. I can go through the building, no pass, no nothing. So I'm in the building, so I go in one of the rooms. He's in the room. He got damn near arson on his own self by himself. So I looked at him like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, you all right? And he said, yeah, Ben, I'm good. He had the vest on, showed me the clip. Hey, he showed me everything. But they was down the block. You know what I mean? If I was a snake nigga, I'd be like, yo.
Yeah.
Or told him, you know what I mean? I said, yo, do your music, bro. I said, stick your music, do your music, man. All that shit gonna come.
Yo, you see what I'm saying, though, bro?
Yep.
Bimmy knew. Hold
Of
on.
course.
Bimmy knew. He tried to stop that shit, but he didn't know they was gonna put a hit on 50. He didn't know they were put no hit on 50. I believe he didn't know that. I know that. I believe that for a fact. But yo,
No, he didn't know that. Because Queens is like every other hood. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas that are real and some niggas that are fake.
Back with another video. New York rapper called for one of Irv Gotti's artists. 50 Cent is all that he tried to block 50 Cent's career before Dre picked him up. 50 Cent has more than his fair share of enemies, and he stays ready with a clapback whenever one of them.
Hold up, yeah, man, yeah. This yo. Yo, hold up.
Nah, 50 went out the whole New York. Cam's the only one that really got off on 50, if you ask me.
Cam didn't get off on 50 either, man. Knock it off.
Nah.
50 destroyed Cam. He didn't even play with Cam, boy.
Curtis. Oh yeah, the Curtis whole thing is kind of off thinking if you didn't tell, you know. So that Curtis shit was funny as hell though. Curtis.
Facts. Yo, this shit funny as hell. Hold on 1 second. I'm find this shit, yo.
Them niggas all ganged up on 50 for what though? That's what I wanted to know.
Niggas was shook, bro.
Maybe this nigga Irv put money in these niggas' pockets and shit. Say we gotta do this New York track.
Yo.
I thought Fat Joe and Irv was cool.
This is how 50 Cent be going at these things. 50 don't give a fuck.
Now it's
I didn't care about no Trump. I was just saying, like, you know, with Jeezy and Gucci putting their differences aside, do you think you could ever put your differences aside? Because I always said I understand why 50 has eternal beef with Murderinc. They fought, they shot, they stabbed. You know what I mean? I get it.
And it's not.
This nigga said they fought, they shot, they stabbed. I get it.
They're punished by watching my success. Repeatedly, if you watch, they'll tell you that and that. My issue is with Preem. You see what I'm saying? He's from my neighborhood. He understands the difference. So he'll look at it and go, he's going to do something. Like eventually, if you keep telling me not to do what I want to do, I'm going to do something. So he's going to go, and him knowing that, it makes him address it in that way. You don't have to address a rapper with killing him. With shooting him, not, you know what I'm saying, 9 times. Rapper says something you don't like, you hit him.
Exactly.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna write a rap about it.
Hold up. You're right though. Let everybody see all this 50, this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, because we got a lot of people saying slick shit, and I keep it real. Cute for little queen. Let me see you on here. My queen. Peace. Grand Rising.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Good morning. Good morning.
Look at big bitch ass nigga BJ. He can't even breathe and shit. Calm down. Calm down. SOBs. Access denied.
Finna block that nigga from the club, yo.
This nigga couldn't get in there. He was mine.
Oh shit!
Look at Irv. Arguing.
Meanwhile, back in Saudi Arabia. Yo, somebody hold my shirt. When you want somebody to hold you back and they don't. Let me take my shirt off because I'm gonna do nothing. Fuck this, I'm gonna do a lot of nothing. Exclusive footage of nothing. Nigga doing nothing.
Y'all niggas want smoke? New exclusive footage of nothing. Niggas doing nothing. I'm thinking like they getting ready to do something. Oh, hold my shirt.
Look at John. Look at John. John's like 185 pounds. It's probably muscle. Ain't nobody fucking with it.
Shit just got real. I'm reporting live from where I'm at. Shit just got real.
Yo, why
I didn't know these TV
got you screaming like that, man?
I didn't know. Yo, it just got real. The whole club just got shut down. Nigga, Charu was about to. What happened?
I don't know why they upset my husband.
Yo, them niggas, Black, they put Ja Rule out that motherfucker, didn't they? Yo, for real, bro. I had to do it. Yeah, let's finish here with this motherfucker Cloud Wack 100 gonna say, right? And we're gonna dissect this shit. This nigga said that the game wrote
that nigga Irv looking like he was about to fight, didn't he?
Yeah. I was bullied with them. They tried to spin it like I gave some shit to bullies. Like, I don't know nothing about this shit. I wanted to wait trying to help Corey clear it up. It was too fast.
Yo, this nigga, yo, you know he full of it, right? You know Wack is a liar, right?
Wack one in favor of Corey, one not in favor of.
You got a
one
name
that
for
was
that
in
shit.
favor of Corey is the age was wrong. It was Corey King, but the date of birth was off on Bullet's paperwork. But what Corey went wrong was because me and Caddy, he said, Wack, Corey said he ain't been to the feds. I said, okay, that's easy. This person was in the feds when this supposed to happen. I'm going to go pull Corey's name and show ain't never been a federal number tied to him. That clears it. Oh, call my people. Yo, date of birth, this person, last name, pull that shit. And, you know, let me know if that person been to the feds or not. Corey said he ain't never been to the feds. So I'm like, well, shit, that's easy. Nigga, we clear bro easy. Got this nigga Bullets, the date of birth is wrong on his paperwork. He got supposed to be on, because I know that ain't it. And then we're going to use that against Bullets. And then when this shit come back, that Corey never been to the feds, but your paperwork saying that this conversation came from somebody in the feds, that cleared. Boop, shit popped up. Corey been to the feds.
Where he said, wait for the date to change this year?
Yeah, so when we
It changed.
It changed.
That
What
nigga
birthday?
date on his birthday. That motherfucker changed.
That motherfucker changed.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold
In the
Yeah,
system,
that's what I'm
Wack.
saying, Wack.
I don't know. Wait, now I don't know what the fuck
That
y'all talking
nigga
about.
birthday changed the date in the system. The same time his birthday came, that motherfucking date changed. I seen that shit.
Wait, hold on. Wait. The paperwork Bullets Gotti had a different birthday than what his birthday was. So now y'all got to bring me up to speed. I don't understand what you mean by who said wait in the birthday. Did Bullet say that? Or who said
No,
that?
he said that. He's like, nah, it's not gonna. He was saying something about it's not gonna change. That's not him. But the same date that birthday changed was his birthday. Actually, he had his birthday.
The one that he kept saying was the wrong person. It wasn't him, but it had his birthday. Remember, I think it was two people or some shit like that. But I know that nigga shit changed on his birthday.
The original birthday, the birthday that Bullets had on his paperwork was an older dude that was older than Corey, right? So I see that.
It was the middle name. He was like, "Oh, it doesn't have my middle name," but
I don't remember the name. All I remember was the birthday was off, And then Corey said, well, Wack, I ain't never been to the feds. So Caddy called me. He said, Wack, if the nigga ain't never been to the feds, we could just check that. And long as he ain't got no federal showing never been to the feds, we know it wasn't him. I'm saying, you're right. So again, I'm on a mission to clear Corey. So when we see in this shit, it come back that he been to the feds before.
Hey, Wack, remember though?
Yeah, I think that he was on a mission to clear him. No, you wasn't, nigga. You was on a mission to be nosy. Because he was on a mission to clear him. You wouldn't be still talking about right now after you and Corey King, y'all just got off live last week. You know what I mean?
No, facts. That's a fact.
But you got to be chatty patty, nigga. That's what he is.
Too much, man. That shit is disgusting. These niggas actually listening, like, you know, they listening to this nigga like he's spitting some jewels, like.
So a gang roll for 50 shit. What up, blood?
You know what I'm saying? Who's the dumbass niggas he's listening to that shit saying, yeah, that shit is true. Like, come on now. If you listen to
this shit, hold up. Here we go right here, yo. Listen to this clown ass nigga. Hold up, man. Man, game lying ass. He's a lying ass nigga, boy.
you know, he tried to go after 50, go against Eminem. This shit is falling on deaf ears, you know, spilling all over the place. They ain't got nothing.
Nah.
These niggas,
drink
they going out like some hoes.
When I say Drink Champs Eve, I'm referring to the Game interview. Even though this hasn't dropped yet, Game first by saying that Kanye did more, something that shocked a lot of.
Bro, nigga, obviously that nigga didn't. I don't understand what your question is.
Listen to this clip.
50 wrote what you heard him write, what you heard him say on the record. Like, I don't understand what your question is. Like, when you heard 50 rap on the documentary, that's what he wrote. Nigga, obviously, that nigga didn't write shit for me. Who you niggas know I wrote 300 bars, nigga. Right. Was 50 there?
Killed them
Oh, wait. Look, I'm gonna speak on something you don't never speak on. What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? Who you think wrote that? I'm gonna leave it alone. Stop playing. Now he just don't be speak. Bro just don't be
Okay, so he's saying there's no blood in cuz on the East Coast at that time.
Sit back. What he say, Black?
Don't.
Sit back.
There was mad bloods and Crips on the East Coast at that time.
What the hell are you talking about?
Just saying.
You gotta listen.
You know what?
No, before you come up here, don't come up here on the.
Hey, but the thing about it is, all the shit that you know, that I assisted my pen with on Aftermath, from Dr. Dre records to being in there with, you know, on the G Unit albums and being in there, right, you know, at the tail, like the middle tail end of Get Rich or Die Trying. I ain't never said like, yo, I wrote this certain song. I don't give a fuck about that, my nigga.
Now, is there any truth to what Wack 100 said? I mean, if it wasn't true, Game would surely say something wrong. Shout out to Diverse Mentality because he posted this on his page, and apparently it looks like 50 Cent had What Up Gangsta done before he even signed to Shady Aftermath. Yep. Here's what he wrote. We've done some digging, and it turns out that 50 Cent actually recorded What Up Gangsta before signing to Eminem and Dr. Dre. Of course, this throws the Game and Wack 100's claim of Game writing What Up Gangsta for 50 into a disrepute. Yo, I'm from the hood, bro. What the? Into disrepute. Yo, fuck that. But he basically says that there's an interview with the What Up Gangsta producer, Reef, and he explains how 50 was not working with Eminem and Dr. Dre at the time, but instead with Sha Money. Sha Money, who was the president, I believe, of G Unit. So this kind of fucks up Game's timeline. And I'm not even going to put this one on Game. I'm actually going to put this more on Wack 100 for talking so much shit. He just, bro, the timeline doesn't even match up. So it doesn't seem like
what a clown,
Game actually
bro. Like,
wrote
niggas, come on,
50 Cent's
dog.
What Up
He
Gangsta.
really
And the only thing that they really had to match it up. They was like, oh yeah, the blood and the Crip references. But bruh, come on. Y'all gotta try harder than that. And I know with this interview on Drink Champs,
that's how I know this nigga wasn't a real gangster. Cause how back then you don't know the Bloods on the East Coast, you know, Bloods and Crips. And the fact of the matter is, like, niggas didn't need you. You know, this nigga named his son Harlem and shit. Like you been fucking with New York and shit. You know what I'm saying? Same with Wack. Like,
yo, niggas crazy, bro.
These niggas out of their goddamn minds, man.
Yo, here we go.
The game been going crazy, ain't he? Welcome back, family. Make sure you hit the.
You know why he mad?
So
Because he wasn't at the halftime show.
So instead of me doing one big whole video, I'm gonna do a lot of game videos breaking down a whole lot of stuff because I could tell people don't know none of this stuff, right? Now, this was crazy. Wack 100 in the game say he wrote, "What up, gangsta?"
Fair you.
I'm saying I wasn't there. Put it out. I think he wrote. No. And I'm finna show y'all the proof on why I believe he didn't write that. First of all, starting right here. Game in the G Unit in the club video. Don't forget that because I'm gonna use that a lot in the game videos when I tell y'all about all this stuff that he did and all this stuff that went on or what happened and why all these situations around the game is going on, right? So look, he in the club video, you feel me? At this particular time, he's not even G Unit yet.
I'm just going to click random stuff and something I'm sure is going to come to me because that's, what I love about this kid.
He not even G Unit yet. He's in the club video. He's not even G Unit yet. He was Dr. Dre artist and Dr. Dre was thinking about dropping him because the game could rap, but the game could not make a hit for Dre. The game music did not live up to Dr. Dre's standards, but I'm gonna get more into that in the Dr. Dre video. This just about him writing "What Up, Gangsta." Now check this out, cause y'all know Buddha gonna pull up with the facts. Okay, now look, boom, right here, Get Rich or Die Trying, right? Now, recorded 2002, released February 6, 2003. So you can give it some time in there. Now, understand something. What I'm about to show y'all. Understand these, pay attention to these dates because these dates are very, very, very important. Now, check this out. When you come over here to the G Unit bag for murder, now think about it. This came out after Get Rich or Die Trying. November 14th, 2003. Mind you, the game is still not, even at this point, the game is still not G Unit yet. He's still not G Unit yet. You know, he's not on the cover. He didn't make the album till they threw him at the end of the songs of the remix. Buddha, what you talking about? Okay, I'm finna read it for y'all. Beg for Mercy is the debut studio album by G Unit. At the time, composed of rappers 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, and Young Buck, with support from Tony Yayo, who was original member but was in prison at the time of the album's main recording, as well as the release. And the newest member, The Game, who was inducted into the group after recording sessions were already finished. The album was released in November 2003, 9 months after 50 Cent's successful debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying. So you telling me you wrote What Up Gangsta and you barely made you didn't make the G Unit album, but they put you on there. They put you on there because I guess they ain't want to do like them songs and videos and stuff without Yayo. So then they put you on a couple of songs. So now it's right here. At the time of the album's release, Rapper The Game was just placed. He was just put in G Unit. Therefore, he is not photographed. He didn't make the album cover. Nor does he make an appearance on the album. He does, however, make cameos in the videos for Want to Get to Know You. I could have been in that video and popping them things, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he was in the videos, but he still wasn't making albums. He also mentioned in lyrics of popping them things when Young Buck raps, you ain't no Crip like Snoop, you ain't no blood like Game. So like I said, when they was remixing these different songs for these G-Unit albums or whatever, then Game ended up being on there. But before that, you mean to tell me you wrote What Up Gangsta and you didn't make it to? No, I don't believe it. Something ain't right. I don't believe it. I wasn't there. But this just my opinion. And the dates are the dates and the facts are the facts. When I heard What Up Gangsta before Get Rich or Die Trying even came out. And at this time, I ain't had no clue about who the hell Game was at all, period. You feel me? I did know the Game was in the club video to years and years and years and years later after I watched that video a million times. Yeah. Watched that video a million times, didn't even know Game was in there. Didn't even know who he was. Then that's when I found out, okay, Dre had him and he was gonna drop him because all he could do was all these rapidy raps, but he couldn't make a hit. It wasn't up to Dre standard. Dre like, yeah, he could rap. But what I'm gonna do with him? He can't make a hit. And that's when they went to go get 50. Now, and by the way, Game is not credited for writing no credits nowhere on What's Up Gangsta under the wiki. None of this. You can look at the track list and all the information is here. You could go look it up yourself. It's right here. Curtis Jackson and Rob Tilo, Reef Tilo, whatever. Reef Tilo was the producer. Rob Tilo was the writer. Curtis Jackson. The Jayceon Taylor, the Game, and none of that is nowhere over here, right? Okay. Then on top of all that, right? So you was that hot. Like, here we going. Remember, he that hot. His album came out, chat, and he wrote What Up Gangsta. But then after the G-Unit album, we got Lloyd Banks. So where's the now you finally get your G-Unit roll out, you know what I'm saying? But Game. You made it, but where bruh, at this time, even then, I seen Game in the Warrior video. But see, by the time the Warrior video dropped, I had knew who Game was. And it still ain't had nothing to do with G-Unit. All that was because of the Certified Gangster. But yeah, I remember Game in the Warrior video too. But remember, he wrote on Get Rich or Die Trying. He wrote What Up Gangsta, right? He was in the studio. His pen daily, right? Nothing. Okay, look. Then we had Young Buck. After Lloyd Banks, we had Young Buck. After that, Tony Yayo locked up. Game with still. Game still has no placement at this point. You feel me? He still ain't been placed. So you mean to tell me you got scared? Because remember, even when Young Buck came out with this, right? The Game was on the remix of Stump. The original Stump had T.I. and Ludacris on it, and there was so much controversy surrounding that they had to take the track off, take the track back, flip-flop it, whip-wop it, you know what I'm saying? I forgot who verse they decided to take off permanently, and then they added Game to that. So if you was that high the hell, you didn't even make Young Buck out. Young Buck done gave you about 10 shout-outs before you made an official album. Young Buck done shouted you out 10 times already, gang. Come on now, but you want Buddha to believe that you wrote What Up Gangsta. Some ain't adding up. Now, let's get to the documentary. January 18, 2005, when it was recorded, I'm going to tell you, this recording from some 2003 to one 2004, you know why? Because he had songs, but he had no hits. Where did his hits come from? I'm finna show you where they came from. His hits came from 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. Yes, that's who gave the Game his hits. Y'all don't believe me? Okay, I'm finna school y'all real quick. How We Do was supposed to be In the Club Part 2. 50 Cent. And this How We Do was really supposed to be on 50 Cent next album, The Massacre. This wasn't supposed to be for Game. 50 gave it to him. Hated or Love It. Who wrote that? 50 Cent. Another one he gave to him. Supposed to have been on the massacre. West Side Story. Another one. Look at the writer, Curtis Jackson. You see Curtis Jackson listed as the writer. Bruh, gang, why I don't see you listed as a writer for What Up Gangsta, but I see Curtis Jackson listed as a writer for West Side Story? Why is that? Come on now. Wack, come on, Wack. It did Pyru. I know it's Pyru business, but we gotta call a spade, the ball, strike a strike. I got official documents listing this stuff, but I still got people coming out on the contrary, debating and going back and forth on is this true or that true? No. 50 Cent gave you your biggest hits, bro. I remember when all this stuff happened in my era, so I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? On Pyru. Now, maybe Wack didn't know this, but if he take a look at my video on Pyru, he gonna know now. Nigga, 50 Cent is listed as a writer on your documentary project. You're not listed as a writer on no Get Rich or Die Trying. So I'm not even understanding that. And like I said, 50 gave you all your hits, and those songs was supposed to win on the Massacre and not on Game Out.
See what you see this shit, right? Case is closed. Case is closed.
I got a serious question.
What's up?
Yeah, was Wack ever a dope fiend? You give me dope fiend vibes.
No, bro. You got dope fiend status, right?
Like, come on, man. How you gonna lie so blatantly because the nigga's album's out? And you want to get some traction to the album. I get it. But damn, son. There's no writing credits? Not one? Not one game writing credit? And you talk about this nigga wrote this shit? Nigga wasn't even signed to your motherfucking label. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is crazy. That's how you know this nigga Wack used to smoke, Sherm. Or some type of shit going on over there, man. Because that don't make no goddamn sense. You know what I'm saying? I know they're trying to rejuvenate Game's career or whatnot, but why don't he do something with Blueface? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Wack label as hell, facts.
And then you got Black Sam. Black Sam took Nipsey off the album and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just shooting. That's pretty much shooting Game in the foot. And then you trying to backpedal, talk about he wrote this album. Like, yo, this nigga is sabotaging Game low key. You know what I'm saying? The Game don't even realize it.
Hey, yo, check this out. You know, Wack 100's full of shit ass nigga, right?
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Hold up. Yo, Wack 100 he's a hater, yo.
And then when you say he lied, he gonna be like, "Oh, we gonna have to get out." But he don't want to get out.
That nigga shook a 50, bro. Listen to shit he said about 50.
Pay attention. Don't get caught on the side like bad guy. That's the bad guy. The bad guy. The bad guy. Commissioner is the bad
guy. Hey, Wack. Did you see this headline in my PTR? 50 Cent mad at the Game. He's not mad, but he's like pushing back on. You wasn't around when What's Up Gangsta was made.
What are you talking about? Say it again. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Basically 50 Cent refutes claims that the Game wrote What's Up Gangsta. You wasn't even around. That's his quote. You got the link, and then they highlight you.
You listen to the lyrics of that song. That's
right.
some West Coast shit going on.
They highlight you in your words in the article too.
What I say?
All right, so let me go straight to it. Just a second. It was basically, let me just go to it. I don't like
the
to.
real warpath. Salute,
all
bro.
that.
Salute.
Or we can't say it. Yeah. It's just something I've seen on the beat right now since the album is his eye. You know, people got everything to say.
Ty probably not scared of Irv, but
Where's that
you got
article?
something over his head.
From?
Yeah.
Some type of money, something.
I'm gonna mute up. I'm gonna
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Let me go. I'm gonna just mute up so y'all don't hear me rambling.
What did he highlight me? What did I say?
Is it some audio? Look, I'm eager.
It was a video from Club.
Oh, do you
wasn't
know?
even on it since
I
you
don't-
got the shit. Okay,
so
just
hold
real
on.
quick before as she finds that, I just want to say that What Up Gangsta was released in 2003, as was In the Club, and Game was in the In the Club video. I'm gonna mute up.
Yeah,
He
so
definitely was in that video.
He was definitely
Yeah,
around.
yeah, he
He
definitely
wasn't right. You can stop capping with that shit.
Y'all know I'm a motherfucking Google queen. I'm just saying.
Wasn't Game in the club video?
Yes, he was. That's what I'm saying. He was in that video, so he was
He wasn't.
absolutely
Gangsta's on that
around in
same
2003.
He wasn't G Unit 2000.
And that song sounded like Game was spitting it, especially on the hook. So you're not gonna tell me he ain't have nothing to do with that, liar.
Who is this chick, man?
Okay, so it says they quoted you saying.
So you
in
telling
the
me
past,
Game said
Wack 100
the only thing
alleged
he
that
wrote
What's
was
Up
"What Up
Gangsta
Blood,
was
What Up
co-written by
Bloods, What Up
Game.
Gangsta."
When it came
That's
to the
that's
chorus, Wack said, "Who you think wrote that? I'm gonna leave it alone. Bro, just don't be beating his chest." Now the attention is on the Game's new album. So that was like towards the end of the article.
Oh.
But they said a whole bunch more in the
But for
beginning.
him to say he wasn't around and knowing the nigga
How
was
come
in
20
the
years
fucking
later
video,
y'all
the
say that?
song
Y'all
that's
never
great
said that
run,
throughout the whole
insane
20 years.
time frame is crazy.
Man,
Now the question
Game
is,
definitely
here go another question, is why when you started attacking Game about a month or two ago about this Jimmy Iovine shit at the basketball game, not shaking his hand or acknowledging whatever the shit you try to come up with, why when Game responded to you, or would it responded to you with a flick of your girl you with now, last couple of numbers of that phone number, why you go away? Nigga went away, remember? He went away. He disappeared. He didn't say nothing no more.
Cause you got an album coming out.
Nah, I'm just saying,
Nah,
bro.
he gotta
that
make up for
when
that
50
trash ass
started some shit,
episode.
when 50 started at a nigga and a nigga responds, 50 always comes back. Game responded with a picture of his girl, the last few digits of a phone number, and told him, try me. I think he went home, asked his girl, what's up with this shit? Well, tell me, and yeah, he might even have,
This
And I
nigga
think
lied.
50, it just went silent. Because remember, we was all
Yeah,
waiting
no, I
on
remember that
one.
one.
We was all waiting on 50 strike back. And I said, think about that nigga
Now
Game.
he may have something.
He showed you a little bit. You ain't seen a lot yet. I think he let that go. So I don't know.
Nah, he shot a little
Now,
shot
who
at him on
learned that? Did he
Breakfast
learn
Club.
that from you, or you learned that from him?
His girl said something. He didn't say nothing. His girl made a statement.
What'd she say?
50 just shot at him on Breakfast Club.
She said something about she was reaching out to get in the music video or some crazy shit like that.
You reaching out, but here go the thing. Let me tell you what Game
That
did.
was before
He put up
50,
a picture
so it don't
of
matter.
a couple years ago,
A couple of years ago, 50
but
wasn't
the
with
phone
it.
number of today. So I don't know.
Yo.
What the fuck did you just say?
No.
Check this out. He said he put a picture a couple years ago with a phone number today. Most people keep the same phone number for years. Dog, I had this phone number for 2 years already. So I came over the feds.
Man, I had my number for over 10 years, yo. I ain't changing that shit.
Yeah, bro, come on, man. I changed my number before. Every time I moved to a different state, I changed my number to the same state. But I stopped doing that. I'm just keeping my number what it is. Yo, Wax Dog, pull up, man. Hit that link, Wax Dog. My bro,
Yeah,
Wax
Dog, pull up, Wax Dog.
Man, we south side of this bitch, nigga. South side. South side, then we south side of this bitch, nigga. Why start pull up, bro? Word up, the link is there, bro.
What did Black Sam say about this nigga? The game in 50? The game on the Wack?
Oh, Black Sam said something about him?
I know he took the song off.
They took the song off.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
That's how you know these niggas is full of shit, man.
Black Sam speak on Wack 100. See,
this nigga did all that shit for Nipsey, painted in his car for Nipsey and all that, and Black Sam still don't respect it. There must be a reason why. You know what I'm saying? You can't separate the two. That's your manager, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together, man. The lame, the game, or whatever his name is.
Wack 100. Black Sam goes off on Wack 100. The sing song with Nipsey down. Yo, but listen to this guy. This guy's still lying, bro.
What's going on? What 50 said the Breakfast Club?
So
basically, he took the songs away. There wouldn't be no Game album. It wouldn't have won 5 times.
Quan Wick, you right.
He said the song wouldn't have went 5 times.
If he took them songs off, because he come out them
you know, they tried to take it away on the second album. 50 went in, blocked Game's budget, had to lay because 50 them hot as a firecracker at the time. And they ain't going against it. Blocked his budget, shelved him, told him he couldn't put out a project. And from that came One Blood. And the label told 50, fuck what you talking about. Nigga, ain't no way we gonna miss the boat of somebody that signed to this building. Now let's fast forward. The beef goes on, this, and that. People don't like to talk about it. The nigga Game destroyed the G-Unit movement to a point that Interscope dropped them as a group.
You not.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. That's what I was about to say. You not.
No, he killed them. Yeah, I don't know.
That shit was everybody was
People were saying that more than
He killed everybody at that time.
Game was relentless.
He killed all them motherfuckers at that time.
The motherfuckers
running through
they did like 90,000 the first week and backed in.
Let's think about this though. As soon as Game screamed that "G not shit," what 50 do? He bought that fucking slogan. So every time Game used, he gotta pay him. If Game made a T-shirt about it, they gotta pay him. 50 was getting all that money off that "G not shit," nigga.
Exactly. And this nigga Game was fucking up the money. You could have just shut the fuck up. Right? You know what I'm saying? Putting it up G not. For what? You know what I'm saying? You was with the niggas. And you supposed to be a gangster. So you're the first G not then. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about Olivia's a man and all this crazy shit. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Olivia, pudding pop, boy.
You know what I mean?
And she just posted them together, so they ain't broken up. Game talking about old girl's trying to get his video years ago. This was before she was even with 50. She was trying to get in one of the Game's videos as a video girl. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl Cuban from Jersey. Jersey, stand up. Camden girl. That's a Camden shorty. What up? Hold on one second, yo. Yeah, that full of shit, bruh. Jersey stand up. Let's finish this with these lying ass motherfuckers.
In them days, I was like bad. Them niggas was coming out doing 350, $500,000 minimum. Niggas did 99,000, 90,000. So at the end of the day, and this is why he said what he said about Dre. Respectfully, Dre was only with me partially on the first album.
Yeah, y'all
Dre,
better listen
50,
to
the
that.
whole squad sided against him. From Doctor's Advocate on up, it was all him.
And then his own squad started turning on him too. I was like really worried about him. He was going through a lot at one time.
Nah, you got to do it to him. He ain't finna break.
Yeah.
He'll bend when he ain't breaking. Not
He
happening.
came out with that what was that song with Busta Rhymes on the Doctor's Advocate?
Like father, like son.
What kind of stupid ass statement was that?
No. That was on the first album.
You got to do it to him.
The one with Busta
You're
Rhymes.
banned, but he ain't breaking.
He was drunk, like pretending to be drunk, right?
The fight.
All right, man, that's enough of all this BS. Yo, I gotta end this. I gotta go to work today, but yo, I'm gonna shout you out back middle. We know the game. We know Wack 100. We know all these niggas liars. 50's a stand-up individual. Wack 100 game. Y'all can't get props for what y'all didn't do, bro. You wasn't even around back then, gang. I mean, Wack 100.
These niggas got no credibility. In the street or out the street.
No, we just broke down. Oh, we just broke down all when the songs was made. Way before 50 Cent made them before he was signed with Chevy Aftermath.
Exactly.
Jimmy Hitch was the manager then. Jimmy Hitch was a snitch then. Jimmy Hitch was a snitch now. You dig what I'm saying? Yo,
and didn't Game start fucking with Jimmy Henchman?
Yeah. Before he started fucking with Jimmy Hitch was his manager when he was signed with G Unit.
Oh, okay. So these niggas trying to do everything 50 does. You think he's the West Coast 50? Nah, Game. You got to come better than that. You got to come with some real bars, real content. Stop dissing niggas to get out. You know what I'm saying? Show me you got some real clout out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
other than that, it's just the game.
Yo, Spider Loc is obsessed with 52, man. I've been trying to rock with Spider Loc, but Spider Loc is obsessed with 52, bro. Man, me and Spider Loc, we have to have a sit down, man. We're going to have to go back and forth on a live. You're going to have to tell me why he's so obsessed with 50, yo. We're going to do over StreamYard, yo. Spider Loc. You hear this, Spider Loc? StreamYard, me and you discuss your hate for 50, bro. But, yo, this is the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. And we not a blood or crip. We doing our own thing. Btbtv that started his own game like, nigga, what? You know what I mean, bro?
You already know.
Yeah.